growth. What do you think went wrong down the stretch?
It's that 9-0 run, right? I mean, they cut it to 2 in about 2 minutes with, what, 6 or 7 to go? I thought that was the key to the game, obviously. They got transition baskets off of our mistakes offensively at that time, and then and they made some, you know, critical shots, obviously, but you know, it changed very, very quickly. It changed going up for us too quickly, just kind of the way the game goes.
Coach, at the very end there, the shot that Sullinger took, in that situation, that's about as good a shot as you can probably get at that point. Were you pleased with the shot attempt you got at that point?
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually surprised he didn't miss it, the free throw. And Gerald made a nice pass, nice play. Obviously, us having to go to the floor on the one play and use one of our timeouts hurts you in that moment. But, you know, but yeah, that's as good of a shot as you can get at that time.
Brad, what was the reason for matching them and going small in the fourth quarter? And do you think there needs to be a time where you force them to go big?
Yeah, because we were big and they went on a 9-0 run to cut it to 2. That was the reason. I mean, obviously, and from that point on, we lost by 4. But when they went small with Joe Johnson at the 4, that's a different predicament than even going small with Teletovic at the 4.
Brad, on that final play, obviously you brought in Gerald specifically for the pass. How did you discover his ability to throw the ball the length of the court like that, and why do you go to him in that situation?
You know, you don't work on those things a ton, but you have them in case you need them. And we got a bunch of new guys, and we've got, you know, even the young guys that haven't taken it out as much in that situation. I just trusted Gerald to read it and see if Sully was available. Otherwise, he would have had to go to a check down option.
And you've gone to him in the past, obviously, the inbound pass to Jeff Green last year in Miami. What is it about him that makes you feel comfortable that he's going to make the right decision?
He's not scared to throw the pass, and in that moment, you can't. You have to have a little bit of gambler in you.
Is there anything you could have done with Jack in terms of those mid-rangers? I mean, it seems like that's his.
Yeah, I mean, I think that in retrospect, maybe you do, but you know, I thought that when we really locked in on the pick and rolls, we were good, and when we were a little bit lax, just a little bit off his body, we were in trouble. We made him pass it late, multiple possessions in a row. We did a much better job. But yeah, he's a great mid-range player. He's a great mid-range player, and really hurt us today.
And I mean, it seems like some of the plays. How do you not? The guy's not getting to more like the Anderson play where he grabs the ball with 3 seconds left and then hits the tying 3.
Yeah, it was a big shot. That was a big shot. It's what happens when you go and win a game. You know, you gotta. Those are the kind of plays that go your way when you win a game, and you know, that's nothing that our guys should necessarily hang their heads about. It's a nice play by them.
Coach, obviously didn't end too well, but third quarter, some good stuff, and especially it seemed like Marcus Smart really added some great energy, and of course that one play where he dives, makes the steal, and throws it down.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. He got his hands on a lot of balls. I thought he was pretty good defensively all day.
Brad, just the difference that Sully can make when he's engaged offensively, especially in the paint, looked like he very much was tonight, along with Jeff Green in some spurts.
Yeah, those guys made a lot of good offensive plays. There's no question about it. And you know, I thought both played pretty well on the other end too. Yeah, we're obviously better. You know, when those guys play really well, I think that's a pretty obvious one. So it was good to see them, you know, both play well. You know, because I don't think they felt like they played as well, obviously, in Orlando.
Coach, I know you haven't been around Kevin Garnett long, but this may very well be the last time he plays in the TD Garden if he decides to retire. Just your general thoughts on what Kevin Garnett has meant to the game.
My general thought is that he looks like he has too much energy to retire. You know, whether it's talking to our players, talking to our bench, talking to his teammates, you know, the passion which he brings to the game is top-notch. and I think you can learn a lot from a guy like that if you're a young guy that's never really been around him. And, you know, I told Jay Crowder when Garnett got introduced, you know, and everybody went nuts, as they should. You know, if you play the right way here, people really appreciate it. And, you know, obviously he did that, and he led others to do that. Thanks.